The Naked Truth is Lisa Brandt, author, newscaster, and wonderful, extraordinary lady. Great to have you here, Lisa.
So nice of you to say that. Thanks, it's great to be here.
I love the name of this book because it's got the word naked. Of course, it's a little bit, that sounds a little bit salacious, but tell us what it's about.
Well, when I was 18, in between high school and college, I somehow convinced my parents to let me take a job as a live-in worker at a nudist resort. And my parents aren't nudists, nothing like that. This was way out of the realm of what our family knew. And I just needed a job. I was in a small town, and it happened to be a very eventful summer. I met a lot of very interesting people, and living there, I got to know a lot about the resort and how it worked. Now, the resort is Four Seasons Nature Resort in Freelton, Ontario. A lot of people have heard of it, just outside Hamilton. Right. It doesn't exist anymore as a nudist resort, so it's sort of a bit of a historical tale as well.
Now, as an employee there, were you in the nude as well?
That is the first question I always get. I will tell you this, I didn't have to be. Okay. I had such glamorous chores as cleaning the hot tub and scouring the showers. Right. And, you know, we're talking caustic chemicals here, so you want to be covered up for that kind of thing, for sure. Yeah.
I know if anyone watched Seinfeld, there was a little episode about good naked and bad naked.
Yes.
I would think cleaning the hot tub is bad naked.
That's bad naked, and I saw a lot of bad naked. Now, the book is, you know, nothing like 50 Shades of Grey or anything like that, but it's for grown-ups. I did see a lot of, well, I explained it this way. Look down any street in the city and imagine everybody you see with no clothes. That's what you see. It's not all supermodels. It's not all David Beckham, sadly. And that's kind of how it is.
Now, what kind of research did you have to do other than the research you did as a kid?
Well, I really didn't, and that's the kind of the fun part for me. I went by memory. One of the reasons that I did it that way was because I just wanted to tell my story about it. Sure. No one can say it's not the truth if it's my story. If I start doing all sorts of expansive research into details about it, there's a margin of error I could get into there. They're real people. I use their real names. Everybody, you know, nobody's painted in a bad light, really. They're all very nice people, but they're very unusual people, a lot of them.
Well, everyone goes into a nudist colony knowing what it's all about. No one forces them to attend.
Exactly.
Have you been to one, Pete?
No.
Well, I've heard from a lot of people who said, oh, I spent a 3-day weekend there once, and, you know, I got burned in places from the sun that I wasn't used to. I forgot to put suntan lotion on, and things like that. So I have heard from people who have been there.
What was the biggest lesson, Lisa?
Well, you know, I was so naive at that time. I grew up in a small town, and it was just an accelerated education in the way some people can manipulate you or try to manipulate you. It was a big shock for me to have that kind of an environment, that kind of an experience, to just have all these people sort of wanting something from me. And I became this big curiosity because I was a bit of a fish out of water tail. So I think it was just, you know, be a little wary. And when we're younger, a lot of us do take things at face value and don't see the manipulation that's going on. And now I see it crystal clear. You know, if I went back and those same things happen again, I would treat them a little differently, maybe.
Is this your first book?
This is my second book, actually. This is an e-book, and my first one was published by ECW Press. It's called Celebrity Tantrums, The Official Dirt, and it was the biggest celebrity outburst to that time, and that was a lot of fun to write, too.
Now, why wouldn't this have been your first book?
What do you mean? Oh, this one instead of the other one?
Well, being that that's your experience, that's what you knew, and I could imagine that it would be the kind of event and summer that you would often think about.
You're absolutely right, but it's funny, the older you get, the more you do a little more of the retrospective thing. It took me years to realize how unusual it was, really. And the reason the other one was the first book was because I got a contract to write it. And it was easier to write about other people than about myself. And I'm glad I had that chance first before I had to write about myself.
Is there another book in there that you're thinking about?
Maybe down the road. I'm having so much fun with this one right now. I'm just trying to live in the moment.
Okay.
Everyone's living in the moment with these Kindles. You see them everywhere,
Yep.
and Kobo and e-reading is so huge right now. LisaBrant.ca is your website. We can hear you on Free FM's in the morning as well. And your website, best place to get the book, find some links?
You can go there. You can just go to Kobo or Kindle.com, and it's you know, it's very expensive though. I must say it's $2.99, so you might want to save up first.
Oh, okay. We'll check our pockets, eh, Pete?
We'll have a look. Pool of
Thank
change.
you.
Lisa, thanks so much for coming in
Oh,
today.
thanks for having me. It's been fun.
The Naked Truth is the name of the book. LisaBrant.ca. Go ahead, check out her website, and check out the book for $3. That's a good naked
Hey,
weekend.
I want to think so. $2.99. Woo, no pictures though. Huh?
More daytime coming up after this.